Well, first of all, let's kind of do an intro thing.
Okay.
So, um, I'm Julie, and this is Melissa, and we've come together because it's time.
It's time.
It's time to do this. We are going to create a channel for you to support you in remembering what's kind of going on with our bodies. And there is going to be more energetic shifts happening to our bodies that we have never experienced before. That won't have a medical explanation to.
Correct.
And so we just want, because we have insights and we have rememberings about what's been going on because they've been happening for us already. We just want to start sharing this with all of you.
Right.
And hopefully it will bless your journey of remembering and also help ease your way. So the show wants to be called A New, but this is going to be spelled K-N-E-W, A New Relationship with the Body. I feel, in my experience, and I'll just briefly share with you, I started life coaching in 2004 and then woke up to my energy healing abilities and have invested a lot of my resources with energy devices to support the body. And so that kind of evolved into a business, and I work with people on the emotional, spiritual, and physical. And then I have had the joy to connect with Melissa again this lifetime.
That's right.
And she has come the naturopathic route. So why don't you share a little bit about that?
Yes. So I'm a board certified traditional naturopath. My business is called Vibrant Well Care because I love to help people feel their most vibrant self. I think healing is a right. It is something that everyone should be able to experience. I've been playing in this world of natural health for lots and lots and lots of years. My whole family has. And I feel like now it's time to bring it out to a bigger audience, to not keep all of this information and this knowledge and these skills for myself, but to be able to share it more with others.
Yeah. Well, and there is such a surge of people feeling frustrated with the current system of what they've known to be true on how to take care of their body.
Correct.
And I mean, that's the explosion of essential oils, of acupuncture being accepted in hospitals and things like that, and healing touch. All those things are slowly finding their way into more mainstream.
No, for sure. And many of them have been available for thousands and thousands of years. So just because we weren't exposed to them when we were children doesn't mean they are not valid healing modalities. Most of them have been around as long as the planet's been around.
Right. So first of all, we want to put out some disclaimers. We are just sharing our experience.
Yes.
And we are not giving medical advice.
Nope.
We are sharing things that have worked for us and perhaps our clients. And we might speak to some education that we've received and knowledge of that. Always, 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 you must take responsibility for any choice you make with your body and seek what's appropriate for you. And that is our ultimate responsibility.
Absolutely. And that's part of the reason this journey is not for everyone, is because you do need to take responsibility for not only how you feel, but your own healing. And you can do it. It's very empowering. It's a fantastic journey, but you do have to be willing to take some chances and to own the choices that you make.
Yes.
Good and bad.
Yes. And we're going to start here from the premise of experiencing our body as energy. Now, that's a whole different paradigm than I grew up with.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure you grew up with, and most of you probably grew up with. So we want to ask questions. Questions a lot of times weren't encouraged, at least in my era growing up. And so questions, in the question always lies the answer. So it's important to ask questions if you want to get your answers. If if our body is energy, well, what does that mean?
What does that mean? It can mean what you need it to mean. It means it's not static. It means it's not defined by form. It means it takes the form and shape and function that we desire it to take.
Yes. And if we boil it down, if more and more people accept, oh yeah, everything's energy, but they don't ask the next question.
Quantum physics.
If that is true, then what does that mean? What does that mean for me? What does that mean for my everyday get up, move through this world life?
Right.
And the first thing it means is that we have a lot more voice in what happens to us than we were originally led to believe.
Absolutely. Absolutely we do.
So, and then the other thing is you look at, well, energy is really a vibration. Mm-hmm. So then it becomes looking at, wow, everything's vibrating. Everything has a vibration, and like attracts like.
Yes. And you can never create or destroy energy. You can just move it around. So with that being said, how do you move that energy around your body to feel in a way that is more vibrant for you, that is more in keeping with how you think?
Right.
Or how do we make how we think in keeping with how we feel? Because the two do need to be very harmonious to make our energy feel good.
And when we're looking at our bodies, now we were led, at least most people I know, we were led to believe we were our bodies.
Yes.
And that's a big misnomer. So we have a body. It is our sacred vehicle here. Mm-hmm. I always say it's like your mobile home. And so if you kind of just, moved into this mobile home, fill in the blank, how many years ago, I want to ask a couple questions. One, how well do you know this vehicle? How are you guys even on speaking terms? Do you even speak the same language? Or when your body speaks, do you push it aside and just ignore it and say, I don't have time for you? Mm-hmm. How clean is your bathroom in your mobile home?
Right? How much maintenance do you put into taking care of this mobile home? Yep.
Right.
Do you clean it? Do you give it the proper fuel? Do you rotate the tires? I mean, you could go through all the car analogies, but basically, how well do you take care of your body? Do you breathe clean air? Do you drink pure water? Do you eat good, clean, organic, whole foods? Not foods that are synthetic, not foods that are manufactured. You want those foods to have the correct vibration to fit your body. If they've got the correct vibration and the correct energy and the correct light inside them, then your body can assimilate that. If you're eating foods or taking in TV shows, whatever you're consuming, if it does not have a vibration that is beneficial to you, you're not going to build a better you.
And, we're not really sharing anything you don't already know.
Correct.
I just kind of want to put that out there. Yeah. Again, we've been taught to let the mind rule, and the mind always needs to know, and the mind is very much connected into our human. Mm-hmm. And then when you look at us as humans, a lot of the human has had these perceived needs. I need to understand this, I need to know this, I need to. Mm-hmm. But all of that need energy puts all your authority and power outside of you.
Correct.
And what we want to do is empower you. We want to have you reclaim your inherent knowing and power. And so we might be taking a flashlight and saying, oh yeah, did you check out this corner? Oh, didn't even know that corner existed. And support you in remembering. Now, in my work, what I like to do is say, okay, your body is your truthometer. It's just a Judaism.
Yeah.
Truthometer. But that's true. Your body knows the truth. Wow, that's a profound statement, because if your body knows the truth, that means you can never be lied to.
That means you already know. You already know the answer. You already have the power. Don't give that authority to someone else.
Right. And that also, wow, if you know the truth about any person that approaches you, anything, you all of a sudden have this immense freedom to really make choices that are going to support you. And they may not be popular with people around you because it may not be what is resonating at the time for them. The thing we've done with people is, out of caring, but we really carried people, is we thought we knew what was best for someone, instead of asking a question and letting them come to their own remembering of what is going to be supportive in this time. So that's the other thing. So let's play.
Okay, let's play.
Let's play. This is just a fun little exercise, because if you haven't taken that step to really get to experience your body and start this relationship with it, I feel like this is really step one.
Mm-hmm.
To know, create anew. And I see this as a handshake between you and your body again. Hi, nice to meet you. Oh,
I'm so glad you're here today.
I'm so glad you're here. Wow.
Thanks for showing up.
We've kind of been strangers. How about if we just start to hang out a little bit more together? So your body, by the way, has its own personality. It is interesting, because I work with bodies and they talk to me, and so it's sometimes very different than the personality of the being, of the spirit that is embodying the body. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of it's a fun. Some people call me a body whisperer. Whatever works. So if you just the first thing you have to do to start listening to your body is be in your body. A lot of us have had experienced trauma in this lifetime, and so what we do is we take our awareness and we kind of float it up here.
Yes.
And if you have noticed that you drop things frequently, or you injure yourself a lot, or trip,
distracted,
yes,
having a hard time paying attention,
a lot of times that means the awareness of you is not fully anchored in this physical vehicle. So that's step one. We want to be grounded in this vehicle. Mm-hmm. Quickest way to do that is breathe. But I'm not talking about this. I'm saying we're going to remember how to really breathe. And breath is life. So it is imperative to reconnect with breathing, full breathing. So, and some people call it belly breathing or Buddha breathing or whatever.
I call it 3D breathing.
3D breathing works.
Because I breathe in 3 dimensions. We breathe front to back, we breathe side to side,
nice,
and we breathe top to bottom. Those are our 3 dimensions of breath. And while you're just sitting here breathing, if you can hold your belly, you'll feel it go in and out. There's your front to back. Can you feel your belly move with each inhale and with each exhale? Nice and slow. And then you put your hands on your rib cage. Can you feel, when your hands are on your ribs, can you feel that rib cage expanding side to side? This is what I teach in my yoga classes all the time, this 3D breath. Feeling the side to side. So now you've got 2 dimensions. Now the last one is you're going to put one hand up here on your throat and one hand down here on your pubic bone. And can you feel that expansion? As you breathe, you've now got a top to bottom expansion that you're feeling. Your whole body becomes alive with your breath. And then you let your hands rest on your lap. Can you still feel all 3 directions? Side to side, front to back, and top to bottom. That's a full breath.
Nice. That is very nice.
That's what we teach in yoga all the time.
That's perfect. I mean, that's you. I can totally experience it.
Right. As you keep going, you'll notice that your lung capacity expands, that your adrenals relax, that the rib cage starts to relax. All those intercostal muscles between all the ribs start to relax. So all of a sudden your breath can get even deeper, because the capacity of your lungs is down at the bottom of the lung, not up at the top in your chest. It's way down here. So that's where we can get some breath and some expansion, is when the muscles start to relax and know how to coordinate and work together to breathe even bigger.
Yes.
To get more fuel, to get more life, to get more energy and more vibrancy in your body.
Lovely.
Cool, huh?
I like it. And the breath I always encourage people to do is in through the nose, out through the mouth, because most people don't run energy through this vehicle. They're doing it from here up, whatever.
Or stuck right here and that's it.
And so there's a lot of breath brings in life force. It brings in oxygen. It brings in for the biology, the chemistry, and for the spirit. And all your knowing comes through on breath. That's how you access it. So I would say Darth Vader breathing is encouraged.
That's funny.
We can have fun with this.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be so serious.
No.
This should be fun. Riding around on this vehicle should be fun. You should enjoy the relationship that you have with your body.
Exactly. So if you just kind of close your eyes, when you close your eyes, you tune out the external stimuli and you automatically turn in. It actually turns on a different brain function in the brain. So closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in and exhale. And feel that expansion that Melissa alluded to too happening. And another breath to just take 3. Now, if you're paying attention, you should notice you feel a lot calmer, a lot more centered, just even than a few minutes ago. The magic of 3 breaths is immense. It's with you anytime you require it. You can do it. You don't have to see someone to breathe. It is free.
Free.
Yes.
There you go.
One of the
free health advice. Huh?
Free health advice.
You gotta breathe.
And all it does is connect you with you. So 3 breaths at any moment, anytime you're feeling stressed, whatever, close your eyes, take 3 breaths in. You'll be back to you in no time. First step in knowing your body. So now, and let me talk about energy. If you've never experienced energy, like when I woke up and got on this path, I was all excited. I'm like, ooh, I want to do this energy thing. This is going to be fun. Well, they'd say, did you feel that? And I'd be like,
No.
I don't know.
Feel what?
I don't know. I don't know. And then they go, did you feel that? And I'd be like, you mean that little... And they go, yeah, that's it.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, it's a whisper. I was ready for the lightning bolt.
No, it's not a lightning bolt.
It's a whisper.
Yes.
And I said, oh yeah, I felt that my whole life.
Right.
So most of us have. It was never articulated what we were experiencing. And so now we want you to be conscious of it. We want you to bring this into your awareness so that you can start experiencing energy. And we are energetic beings. This is an energetic universe. We want this dance to occur with energy. So now that you're centered in your body, again, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and then ask your body to show you what it feels like when an untruth is spoken. And just kind of breathe and notice what sensation happens in your body. For me, my chest gets tight.
My breath pulls in.
Yes. So
I can't fully breathe. My chest can't expand. It feels restricted somehow.
Right. So there, in that moment, your body's talking to you. You asked it a question. It showed you. This is what we mean by creating a new relationship with the body. It's subtle. You must be present to pay attention to it. And it is talking to you. So now you know there's a visceral experience of what it feels like when untruth comes into your field. Now close your eyes again. Take a deep breath in. And now ask your body to show you what a truth feels like in your body. Now, for me, that's very different. Everything expands, opens up. I could take the full breath. You might have even seen my shoulders
Relaxed.
drop.
Yep. Comfortable.
Comfortable. I mean, everything is relaxed. So everybody's going to have a slightly different sensation and how your body speaks to you. There's not a right or a wrong. I want you just to notice the sensations, how it's speaking to you. So play with this. Play with this until you get really comfortable with how this feels, so you can recognize it like that. So when you're in a conversation with someone and they're saying something, you're noticing in that moment what your body's doing, saying, oh yeah, this is true. This doesn't feel good.
And it's not a judgment about what you're hearing or the person you're hearing it from. It's, is this true for me now? In this moment, is it true for me? It might be true for that other person. It might be true for Julie. But right now, for me, that's not true. That's all it is. There's no judgment. There's no right or wrong. There's no value placed on it.
No. And these personal truths, and we're not talking the truths, these personal truths do shift over time.
Mm-hmm.
As you expand your consciousness, your truth will shift too. Now, isn't it true that truths you held as a teenager no longer apply to you?
Right.
Truths that you held as a young adult may no longer apply to you. I know truths I held even 2-3 years ago.
They don't fit anymore.
They don't fit anymore. Because as my consciousness has expanded, you open up to bigger and bigger and greater truths. Mm-hmm. One of the things I love to say is, the more I know I have got a clue. I have no idea.
No.
I have none. And so you just become open, and you let go of beliefs, which, by the way, the word lie is in there, little clue, B-lie-Fs, and you move into believing. You verb it. It's an action. It's a process. Mm-hmm. So you start to just flow with this energy. Yes, it's time to do. Yes, I'm feeling that relaxed impulse to do this. Yes, but that is operating from the inside out. You're no longer reacting from the outside in.
Right.
Want to add anything to that?
I agree.
Okay. So we are going to wrap this up for today.
Yes.
But we want to thank you for joining us. We really encourage you to tune in frequently. And if you're finding this helpful, you can leave comments.
Yep.
We're here. We'd love to
We'll
interact.
respond to questions.
If there's something you would like us to discuss,
Absolutely.
we'd be happy to do that.
That would be fun. Suggest a topic.
And share with your friends. This is here to help and support. And we wish you well on your journey. Bye-bye.
Bye, Brent.